Good morning. Today we will start Coulomb force. Coulomb's force of electrostatics. As we know, Coulomb force means there is the force of interaction takes place in between two charge bodies, 2-point charge, and whatever the force of interaction takes place, attraction or repulsion takes place in between 2-point charges where they are separated within the separation. That is called as Coulomb force. So, whenever the 2-point charges placed within a distance apart and the force of interaction, attraction or repulsion takes place in between them is called as Coulomb force of electrostatics. So, if you consider that there is a charge, point charge Q1 here and within the separation of R, another charge, point charge Q2 is here. If the 2-point charge is present here and if it is positive, this charge is positive, then force of repulsion will take place. This charge is positive, this charge is negative, then force of attraction will take place. That means, unlike charges attract, like charges repel according to Coulomb force. Then, if we consider that force of interaction takes place between 2-point charges, means F is proportional to, according to Coulomb force, F is proportional to Q1, Q2, that is electrostatic force of attraction or electrostatic force of repulsion or electrostatic force of interaction takes place in between two charge particle, 2-point charges is directly proportional to product of the magnitude of the charges and inversely proportional to square of the distance between them. If r is the distance between them, then inversely proportional to square of the distance between them. So, we will get the two equation, F is proportional to Q1, Q2, this is one equation, F is proportional to 1 by r square is the second equation. If we will combine these two equation, combining equation 1 and 2, if we will combine this equation 1 and 2, what will we get? F is proportional to Q1, Q2, F is proportional to 1 by r square. If we will combine this, then what we will get? F is proportional to Q1, Q2 upon r square, Q1, Q2 upon r square, and F is equals to, if I want to remove the proportional sign, then equal sign is there. Here one constant of proportionality will be the K. Constant of proportionality is called as K, K into Q1, Q2 divided by r square. So, this is our Coulomb force of interaction, Coulomb force of interaction. So, now what happened? If you think that this force of interaction taking place between the charge particle, whether it is in the vacuum, whether in the free space, whether in the medium, then this force constant, electrostatic force constant will change. Then in place of electrostatic force constant K, we can put 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught in place of free space, in case of free space. That is why, suppose conditions we can take that if the force of attraction, force of repulsion, force of interaction taking place in free space, then the constant of proportionality will be equals to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught. And where what is epsilon naught? Epsilon naught is the permittivity of the free space, permittivity of the free space. So, that is why this is the expression, and Coulomb force is what? Whenever any 2-point charges are placed within a separation, within a distance apart of r, then the force of interaction taking place between them is directly proportional to product of their magnitude of the charges, product of the magnitude of their charges, and inversely proportional to square of the distance between them. This is the Coulomb force in the scalar form. This is the expression of the Coulomb force in the scalar form. I can say this is the scalar form of the Coulomb force, like this. Now, let me tell about this constant of proportionality, force constant. Then, if it is free space, if it is in the free space, in case of free space, K is equals to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught. K is equals to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught. where epsilon naught is the permittivity, that is permittivity of the free space, permittivity of the free space, this permittivity epsilon naught is the permittivity of the free space. So here what will the Coulomb force then? If you will substitute the value in place of k, that is 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught, what I will get? 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q1 q2 divided by r square. This is the Coulomb force in case of free space. Coulomb force takes place between the point charges or the charge particle in place of any free space, then expression will be like this. If it is any other medium, then I can say this is the expression that F is equals to k q1 q2 by r square. So what medium we can consider? Air is the medium, water is the medium, any other medium, then what will be the value of this k? The value of the dielectric constant or force constant in place of any medium. So I can say now value of the k, you can say k value for vacuum, that you know 1. The value of k in vacuum is equals to 1. The value of k in air, you can say this is 1.00054. 1.00054. The value of k in water is equal to 80. So you have to remember this. So k value for vacuum, k value for air, k value for water we have mentioned here as 1.00054 and 80. Now what happened after this scalar form, we can use this, we can express the Coulomb force in the vector form also. Okay. So now the Coulomb force in the vector form. You see, in the scalar form, once again I am repeating, in case of scalar form, F is equals to Coulomb force, F equals to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q1 q2 divided by r square. I am talking about the free space case. Okay. Here in place of k I am using 1 by 4 pi epsilon, means the force of interaction takes place between the two charge particle in free space. Now what happened if it is expressed in the vector form? In vector form, how to express? In vector form, let us see how to express the vector form. Suppose a q1 charge is here and another charge q2 is here. Now this is the positive charge, this is also positive charge. The two charges, like charges is there. So what will happen in between two like charges? Force of interaction, repulsive force will take place. Repulsive force will take place. So in case of repulsive force, the product of the magnitude of the two charges is greater than 0. In case of repulsive force, product of the magnitude of two charges is greater than 0. So here what happens, if it is two charge, that is q1, q2, product of these two charge, because it is like charges, positive charge, product of the two charges q1, q2 is, if it is greater than 0, then what happens, the force of interaction will be repulsive. The force of interaction will be repulsive. What will happen? Repulsive force. Now what happen? Suppose this force of interaction will be there, that is positive charge, they will move away from each other. Within what separation? R is the distance apart between them. This is A position, this is your B position. At A position q1 charge is there, positive q1 charge is there. At the B position, positive q2 charge is there. Within what difference or what separation? The distance separation is R. Now what happened? The force of interaction, that is what F12 will be in this direction, F12. The force of interaction, repulsive force acted upon q1 by q2. The F12 is the force of interaction, repulsive force by upon first charge, that is q1 charge by q2 charge, this direction. And in this direction what happened? I can say this is F21. This is force of interaction upon charge 2 by 1. Now what happened? I want to measure the distance. Suppose F12, then distance is what? From this I can measure the distance, this direction the distance is this direction. So what happened? R21. I can say for F12 the distance is measured R21. For F21 the distance is measured R12. Why? Because whenever this F12 is there, what? Force acting upon Q1 charge by Q2. So I have to measure this. I have to measure from this. So what happened? This distance I can measure R21, and this distance I can measure R12. So when force F21 is there, for that displacement or distance is equal to R12, and the force F12 I can measure the distance R21. So here if you use this concept in the Coulomb force, this F is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q1 Q2 by R square, then I can put in the vector form how to express F12. F12 is the force of repulsive force takes place in between Q1 and Q2, in between Q1 and Q2. Then F12 is equals to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q1 Q2 divided by, now what distance I will write? This is R21 with vector form. Here I have given the vector symbol, here also I will give vector symbol, and it is expressed in the what a particular direction, that is it is associated with the unit vector also. It is associated with unit vector also. See here I can use R21 vector. R21 unit vector. Unit vector always gives the direction. So what is the expression of unit vector? Here I can write unit vector direction is R cap is equals to R vector upon magnitude of R vector. This is the expression of the unit vector. So here what happened? R21 vector, R21 cap. So what I will write? R21 vector divided by magnitude of R21 vector. So here what vector is there? R21 vector is there. So I want to express this, I want to split this. So F12 is equals to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q1 Q2. Now here I can write R21 vector divided by now R21 vector. Okay, this much of whole square, now this much of whole square, this is R square, Q1 Q2 by R square. So it is R21 whole square. So this is R21 whole square and magnitude of R21 vector once again. So what will get? R21 vector whole square, R21 vector in magnitude form. What will happen? R21 whole cube. Okay. Now the expression will be, I will remove this. Now this expression will be F12 vector is equals to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught. This is Q1 Q2. Now R21 vector divided by R21 vector, that much of magnitude of whole cube. Now it is clear. Now again I want to express it. What is this? This is R21 means R1 minus R2. This is R21, that is R1 minus R2. So we can exploit it. So F12 expressed in vector form. How? 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q1 Q2 R21 vector by R21 vector whole cube. Similarly, I can write F21. F21 it is equals to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q1 Q2. Now what I will write? R12. Here what I will write? R12 cap divided by R12 vector of that much of whole square accordingly. Again unit vector, I can split the unit vector, then therefore F21 vector will be equals to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q1 Q2. This is your R12 vector divided by modulus of R12 vector whole cube. So this is also an expression of vector form expression. This is the vector form expression of the force, and this is also vector form expression of the force. For F12 this one, F21 is this one. F12 what? Suppose charge Q2 is there, charge Q1 is there. So this direction F12 is there. This direction F21 is there. The two charge is like charge. Two charge is positively like charge. That's why what happened, force of repulsion will take place. They will move away from each other. So, this is F12, this is your F21, right. So, F12 the distance is what, R21, F21 the distance is R12. So, accordingly we can measure this is the vector form of the Coulomb force. So, you have to write up to this. Now, what happened if you consider this force of interaction, force taking place between the medium, force taking place between the charge particle in case of space, free space. So, what is the ratio, what is the relationship between this is dielectric constant and the force, Coulomb force taking place in between this medium. Let us start. Force constant, dielectric constant, directly I can write dielectric constant, and permittivity and relative permittivity. Relative permittivity. Okay. We must know dielectric constant is K. Whenever you are using the expression force of interaction takes place in between the point charges between the charges, that is F is equals to K Q1 Q2 by R square, that is force constant or dielectric constant. Relative permittivity epsilon R. So, similarly if I write this is K is equal to what constant, that is dielectric constant, if it is epsilon R, this is relative permittivity, epsilon is equal to permittivity in the medium, absolute permittivity. What is that? Absolute permittivity and epsilon naught, this is permittivity in the free space, permittivity in the free space, Okay. So, we can use this symbol how to they are related to each other. Now, what happened, I want to calculate this is a force in vacuum, So, F vacuum I am writing here, the force of interaction taking place in the vacuum. So, this will be 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught, this is Q1 Q2 upon R square, right. This is the Coulomb force in case of vacuum. Suppose I will take the force, Coulomb force in medium. If we will take Coulomb force in medium, then this is 1 by 4 pi epsilon. What is that? 1 by epsilon, 4 pi epsilon. This is again, this is Q1, Q2, it will remain same. Now, this is equation 1, this is equation 2 suppose. I want to find out the ratio difference in force of interaction in vacuum taking place in the vacuum, force of interaction taking place in your medium. So, what will I? F vacuum by F medium suppose. So, what will write? This will be cancelled, this part will be cancelled, then what I will get? 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught into 4 pi epsilon divided by 1. You are cancelled, so 4 pi cancel, what will you get? Epsilon by epsilon naught I will get, epsilon by epsilon naught. Now, what happened? This is your Fv by Fm. Fv is what? Force of interaction due to vacuum, force of interaction due to medium. Then epsilon by epsilon naught, which is equals to relative permittivity, epsilon r, which is equals to your dielectric constant K. So, this expression we must remember this. So, this is the relationship between the dielectric constant and relative permittivity. So, K is equals to epsilon r, that is dielectric constant is equals to your permittivity, and that is equals to ratio between force due to vacuum per force due to medium, we can say like that. Suppose in case of any charge particle, suppose attraction will taking place, suppose in case of attraction. So, what happened? The Q1 Q2 product of the charges is less than equals to 0, less than 0. Suppose I was discussing with the charges which are like charges. In the case of like charges, product of the charges is greater than 0, that is repulsive force. If it is unlike charges, what will happen? Unlike charges attract with each other. So, force of Coulomb force will attractive. So, in that case, product of Q1 and Q2, product of the two charges Q1 and Q2 will be less than 0. So, that expression will be same, that expression, the diagram will be different. Okay. How to draw this diagram then? You remember this expression of the what dielectric constant and relative permittivity. Now, if the Coulomb force in case of two unlike charges, suppose the charge is there at the A position, Q1 charge is there plus Q1, and at the B position this is minus Q2. Q1 is positive, Q2 is negative. Now, the distance is R here, generally as usual the distance is R. So, what happened here? The force of interaction will take place. What kind of force of interaction will take place? Here it is unlike charges, the attractive force will take place, attractive force of interaction where Q1 into Q2 is less than 0, right. So, here what happened? Now, same thing. So, force of interaction, that is F12 will be this direction, yes or no? F12, force of interaction taking place by 1 upon 2, this is F12, towards 2, that is F12, and F21 is this direction, F21 this direction. Here what happened? Expression will be in the vector form. What will happen? F12 is equals to, what I will write? 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught. So, 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q1 Q2 divided by R12 whole square R12 cap. The distance will change. Here the expression of the distance changes. And similarly for F21, I can write F4 by 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught. This is Q1 Q2 divided by R21 whole cube. This is R21 cap. This is square. This is square. So R21 cap. If you will express this, you will divide it, split it. R12 cap into R12 vector by R12. R12 vector by magnitude of R12, then it will be whole cube and whole cube. So, this is your expression of the Coulomb force in the vector form when force of interaction is repulsive in previous case and force of interaction is attractive in this case. I can put it. Now, question is that suppose in between two charge, one is proton, another is electron. One is proton, another is electron. One is proton, another is proton. One is proton, one is electron, another is electron. 2 point charges are there, distance is there. So, how to calculate the force of interaction? For the example, this is suppose charge is positive, so I can think about that proton is there. If it is negative charge, let it be is electron is there. So, here the force of interaction, force of attraction taking place, electric force is Fe. F is equals to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught. F is equals to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught. Q1, Q2. What is Q1? 1 is proton. E plus proton into electron divided by any, how much distance will take? Suppose any distance I am taking. Suppose for an example 1 meter distance I am taking, 1 meter is there divided by 1. So, what happened here, the distance is the value 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught is what? 9 into 10 to the power 9. The expression of this 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught is 9 into 10 to the power 9 unit, this much of unit. Okay. Then 9 into 10 to the power 9 and P is equals to how much? Proton. What is the value of proton? 1.6 into the minus 19 coulomb. So, 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb, and electron is also 1.6 into the minus 19 coulomb. So, this much of whole square divided by 1. So, here the force of interaction will be 9 into 10 to the power 9 into 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 whole square. Minus 19 whole square how much? Minus 30, minus 380. 19 2 ja, not whole square, it is multiplied. Like x to the power, suppose x to the power m whole to the power m. This is x to the power m into n. This is x to the power radical, that is mn. So here 10 to the power minus 19 whole square, that is how much I will get? This much of this 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 whole square is there. This value I will get in case of electrostatic force. So sometimes what happens, we can compare the electrostatic force and gravitational force also. In case of gravitational force also we can consider the same formula, same expression like Coulomb force. Any two bodies in this universe get attracted by force of interaction, force of attraction, which is directly proportional to product of their masses and inversely proportional to square of the distance between them. Suppose gravitational force, we can consider gravitational force. What will be the expression for that? Suppose proton and electron, suppose. Now, in case of gravitational force Fg, what will be? G into gravitational force, G into m1 m2. You know, gravitational force is Fg is equals to G m1 m2 by r square. Yes or no? m1 m2 by r square. F is equals to G is a gravitational constant, universal gravitational constant, and m1 m2 by r square. Or same thing will put, this is a proton and this is your, suppose the mass of the proton and here mass of the electron divided by r square, suppose. Just I am giving the format only. So what happened? If you calculate like this, so what will be the expression of Fg? Fg will be G value how much? 6.67 into 10 to the power minus 11. So here the value of universal gravitational constant is 6.67 into 10 to the power minus 11. Okay. Here I have given the value 1 by 4 pi epsilon value 9 into 9. Here capital G is universal gravitational constant. Okay, according to Newton's laws of gravitation. So here mass of the proton is 1.67 into 10 to the power minus 27. Here mass of the electron is how much? 9.1 into 10 to the power minus 31 kg, whole divided by, again if you will consider 1 meter, suppose I have taken here 1 meter, here also I can take it is 1 meter, this is 1 meter square, 1 meter square. So here it is also 1 meter square. So after multiplying you will get this gravitational constant value. So find out the ratio, that electrostatic force and gravitational force. Then what happened? In between the electrostatic force and gravitational force, you will get the order of magnitude 10 to the power 39. What will get? 10 to the power 39 if it is attractive force. Okay. So we can compare gravitational force and electrostatic force between the two bodies. All right. So next class we will discuss about the conditions taking place between the superposition principle. If multiple charges are there and get attracted, then what is the Coulomb force is applicable there. Okay. Thank you.